Good afternoon, Knights, and happy Women's History Month. Thank you for joining us today.
Broadcasting live from Academy Park World News Headquarters, I'm Samir. Today is Thursday, March 5th, and it is a day one. And now, let's go over to Havoc for today's weather.
Thank you, Samir. Today there will be a high of 53 degrees with a low of 36 degrees and expected to be mostly sunny. And now, Amy and Samir, what are some things happening here that AP students should know about?
Thank you, Havoc. Credit recovery. The final session of credit recovery for this school year starts on March 9th. If you need to make up a class, please see your guidance counselor or Mr. Starker in room 212 to register for this session.
Seniors, if you need to make up a class to graduate this year, this is your last opportunity to do so. Credit recovery has 25 days of mandatory attendance from 2:55 till 5:55 p.m. There is no charge for credit recovery.
Universal Technical Institute. Any 11th or 12th grade student who is interested in the Universal Technical Institute, please see Ms. Kaiser in the guidance office as soon as possible.
So you think you could submit your best writing to AP's 4th annual creative writing contest. There are 2 categories, short story and poetry. All submissions must be typed, printed, and submitted to Ms. Currency in room 241 by Thursday, April 2nd. There will be a grand prize winner in each category. The top 25 submissions will win participation in a creative writing workshop with published author Paul Vaponi.
And now, let's take a break and go over to Baina and Isaiah with our feature on Women's History Month, as well as today's Women's History Month trivia question.
Thank you, Samir. Tuesday's Women's History Month trivia question was, who is the Pakistani activist for female education and the youngest Nobel Prize laureate? The answer is Malala Yousafzai.
Malala Yousafzai, also known as Malala, is a Pakistan activist for female education and the youngest Nobel Prize laureate. She is known for her human rights advocacy, especially the education of women and children in her native Swat Valley in northwest Pakistan, where the local Taliban had at times banned girls from attending school. Her advocacy has grown into an international movement.
On October 9, 2012, while on a bus in the Swat district after taking an exam, Yousafzai and 2 other girls were shot by a Taliban gunman in an assassination attempt in retaliation for her activism. The gunman fled the scene. Yousafzai was hit in the head with a bullet and remained unconscious and in critical condition but later recovered. The attempt on her life sparked an international outpouring of support for Yousafzai.
Yousafzai became a prominent activist for the right to education, co-founding the Malala Fund, a nonprofit organization, and co-authored I Am Malala, an international bestseller in 2012. She was the recipient of Pakistan's first National Youth Peace Prize in 2014 and was the co-recipient of the 2014 Nobel Peace Prize, along with Kailash Satyarthi of India, age 17. At the time, she was the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate.
Today's Women's History Month trivia question is, who was the first black woman and the youngest poet laureate in American history when she was appointed Poet Laureate Consultant in Poetry to the Library of Congress in 1993? Again, who was the first black woman and the youngest poet laureate in American history when she was appointed Poet Laureate Consultant in Poetry to the Library of Congress in 1993? Teachers email all answers to Miss Lincoln by 12:20.
Now I'm back to Samir and Amy.
Thank you, Isaiah and Baina. Senior Scholarship Opportunity. The Ann Klinger Burns Scholarship is now accepting applications. Interested seniors can find out how to apply in the guidance office.
Seniors, senior dues are $125 and must be paid before you purchase your prom ticket. You can pay the total amount at once or installments.
Students, don't forget, whenever you're at lunch, please remember to take a fruit or a vegetable. They're delicious and very good for you.
And now here are Marissa and Flight with your horoscopes for today, Thursday, March 5th.
Thank you, Amy. Today's horoscopes, if you're Aries, don't settle for less, and then the best find a quiet spot where you can catch up work and stay out of trouble.
Taurus, don't be disappointed if you don't get your way today. Additionally, be careful with the way you spend your money.
Gemini, be patient and try to communicate effectively with others today and avoid taking unnecessary risks.
Cancer, if you are in a competitive mood today, you will find success. Think twice before you pursue unrealistic goals, though.
Leo, make sure necessary changes that will enable you to be well and big assignments this week. Working with groups will be your advantage.
Virgo, Beware of fellow students who don't have your best interests in mind. Be ready to explain your actions. Take things slowly, especially for the sake of those you care about.
Libra, new projects and hobbies will bring you into contact with interesting people.
Scorpio, work quietly on your own. Don't let friends or acquaintances hold you back.
Sagittarius, if you find you're feeling down, lonely, or a bit down, a good friend will listen and be there for you.
Capricorn, control your emotions today, and everything will fall into place.
Aries, if your communication skills will get you out of trouble today.
Pisces, you may find yourself caught in the middle of an argument that has nothing to do with you. This is not a reason to join it.
For everyone at Knightline News, I'm Marissa.
I'm Flight.
I'm Baina.
I'm Zay.
I'm Liam.
And I'm Havoc.
I'm Samir.
And I'm Amy. Have a great day. Nice. Keep those electronics out of sight, those student IDs visible, those hoods off, and those AirPods and earbuds in your locker.
And remember, in honor of Women's History Month, poet Malala Yousafzai once said, "One child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world."
From everyone here at World News Headquarters, remember nights to be here, be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. And happy Women's History Month.